Hello everybody, welcome to Parachuting Link Gaming. Every time there is a open world game, I try to measure how big it really is. Today we're gonna try with Spider-Man. We're gonna see how long it takes to walk from the very last corner of the map until the other one. And to do this, I'm gonna use a stopwatch. I have already done this with Final Fantasy 15 and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and they gave me I think Breath of the Wild was from one corner to the other was a whole hour, and the Final Fantasy 15 was 50 minutes. But I will I will try to do it again just to make sure. So because we're doing this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk with Spider-Man all the way through New York. As you can see, the map is pretty big. So we're gonna walk from here all the way down to where the marker is, which is down all the way here, which is the other corner. I always do a diagonal because it's more space and it covers pretty much the whole map. We'll be cruising all the way through Central Park and everything. So we'll see how long it takes to walk from one corner to the other one of the map. Maybe we could do the same thing, but from the opposite angle. We'll see. We'll measure both and see which one is the longest. So we'll start the game and start right now. There we go. Just walking. So the reason that this is interesting is because in Zelda you can actually like paraglide, so that saves a lot of time, especially if you walk up to a mountain and then you just paraglide. You avoid a lot of the creases and the canyons, the rankers. But then if you just walk about, the measurement is completely different. And that's what I do. I just try to walk all the way through the map and see what we get in regards to time. So according to the markers, 5 kilometers pretty much walk. And we will see. We will see how long it takes. I'm gonna say at least half an hour based on the speed at which each meter is measured, but it's hard to tell. The problem with this kind of measurement is in this kind of maps stuff happens, enemies attack you, traffic gets in the way, pedestrians will walk to you, sometimes maybe even talk to you. And also we're talking about New York here. Well, what's up with New York? Well, as you can see, there's plenty of buildings all over the place. Because we're walking, we're not gonna be wall crawling or anything else. As you can see, I'm running into a crime already that I'm gonna have to avoid somehow. But it's just right in front.
Looking good, Spidey.
So let's see how it goes. By the way, this game is really good. If I have to recommend a game for this year, I'm gonna have to say Spider-Man. Marvel Spider-Man is the one that I would recommend you get. If you can only get one game, get this one. I'm kind of sorry that I haven't been able to get Dragon Quest 9 because it's a really good game too. Also because I love JRPGs a lot, but
Oops, sorry.
I was in that place. I was in that place where I had to pick one, and I had to do this one. So I guess I'm gonna get the other one later. But I don't regret it one bit, because this one is really, really good. Very entertaining. Why do I say that? Well, because not only do you have crimes to solve, you have mainline things that you gotta do to look. But you also have plenty of research points to get, layer points to get, and pictures that you can take, is nice because for someone who has never been in New York like me, it kind of gives you an idea of what the city is like.
Sorry.
Obviously, this is not like a one-to-one portrait of the city. It cannot be because we're talking about the biggest city in the world, but it kind of gives you a very good idea how big the city is, and that's really cool. So as long as we continue going in a straight line, I think we're gonna reach our destination.
Spidey! I can't believe you saved New York from that lunatic with the photo.
Obviously, I'm at a very advanced part of the story. Well, in fact, I completed the story. Already, I'm on platinum. I've already done everything. Every other trophy I got. So I don't have much to do until the DLC is out, which shouldn't be too long now before it is, since we're in October. Also, I wonder what's up with the New Game Plus mode. I thought we were gonna get that this month, at least before the first official DLC, but seems like I was mistaken. Hey, look, it's Central Park. I think this is like 30% of the map. Perhaps it's taking shorter than I thought. We've done a kilometer already, and a little bit more. And it hasn't been long. It has been long, like 5 minutes or so. Oh, so because I'm recording, this is the first time that I play using earphones. And it's nice that when you walk by people, you can listen to the music that they're listening to. I didn't realize that when I was playing without the earphones before.
All
Now
units,
I'm
we
recording.
got an assault in progress.
I got it.
Location is Firehouse on the west side.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I had to do this because I thought there was a way out, but I was mistaken. Here we go.
Hang on, okay? Stand still.
Central Park. Look at all this nature. It's so nice. It's like a forest in the middle of the city. See all the skyscrapers, and then all the lush beauty of the trees and bushes. Nice. Let's see.
I know, I'm a jerk.
So let's see how it goes now. If you are a long Spider-Man fan, you will fall in love with this game so hard because it's so good. This is what happened to me. I've been a fan of Spider-Man since I was little. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. My other almost as favorite used to be Batman. But
10-10, witness called in, an active drug deal.
I gotta admit
Officers
that
needed in Central Park.
Spider-Man translates much better into video games and movies as of recent. The best Batman iteration that I have ever seen was not Christopher Nolan's, but besides of that, everything else is kind of meh. Well, the first two Batman movies as well, obviously, are classics, but in this day and age, not many people watches those anymore. Tim Burton's, that's right.
Say cheese.
Tim Burton's Batman was really good, really nice and interesting for its time, but nowadays it's kind of ancient history. So I didn't know I had this late. That's the one time where I did that,
Is that really him?
which kind of sucks because I had to use wave slinging after all,
All
and I
units
wasn't playing
advised, we
that.
have a reported assault in progress. Officers needed at Lenox Hill. Over.
Oof, it's been a nice walk, nice stroll. if we get there. 3 kilometers left. We've got 2 kilometers of the way. It's been 10 minutes. Is there a way up? There better be. I don't wanna have to do that again. Here you go. More Spidey. You can do this, man. There we go. Okay. There we go. What's the outfit? This is my favorite outfit. Oh yeah, by the way, out of all the costumes that you get in this game, this is my favorite. Not only because it looks like a Black Widow, which is one of the coolest spiders out there, or because it's black and red, which is one of my favorite colors, both of them. But because you gain it. It's not just getting the parts together to build it, but you have to actually go on a mission that will allow you to get the suit. And though the mission might not be to everyone's liking, I think the mission is very good. And missions like
Sorry,
missions
I'm
that
usually web
give
swinging.
you a reward that you can wear, they're really cool. I really like them.
Pursuit in progress.
If there is
Backup
anything
requested.
that
Location
might
is
not be so
Cathedral.
cool about this side quest in which you get this clothes, this suit, I mean, is that the suit itself doesn't have any particular power-ups. You can always equip the one from any other outfit, but any other suit, but this one in particular doesn't come with a special ability. That was kind of a downer. That's the only thing that I didn't like about this, or about the whole quest, that gets you the suit. But besides of that, it was very cool. The whole process of getting it, I really enjoyed. Also, it has different shades of black. It has matte and it has shiny. And then obviously the shiny red, which is really awesome. Okay. It's funny that we haven't heard any James on podcasts. Seems to me like these podcasts also are only on when you're web swinging. So hey, reward for the effort. There we go now. Oh, that is happening. Okay. There we go. Oh no. I think I'm gonna go this way. Thank you. Let's see. Look at all these people walking and talking and doing their own thing.
Do something?
I'm telling you off and everything. So amazing. This is actually like a massive New York, but it's like a massive
Turn this way.
New York, which is alive. It's just like a boring recreation of the city.
You okay?
Okay.
There you go. Hey.
Live and breathing. Look at this, look at this. These people that
Hey,
did
keep
that.
fighting a good fight, man.
Okay,
Spider-Man!
2 kilometers away from our goal, and we're almost there. Nice.
1034. Reported assault in progress. Officers near Gramercy, please report.
I got it!
Good deal. Really cool. Nice. What is my favorite suit power? Well, I got my favorite power is the spider bro. Because that drone really can pack a punch. Not just that, but sometimes you have so many enemies
Come on.
at the same time, and it's really hard to dodge bullets while being hit by especially the tough guys, the big ones, which in most cases I have to use some web shooter special gadget to counter their strength. But with the Spider Bro, like every enemy can be at least stunned for a little while. So when you face a big crowd of people, a big crowd of bodies, you can use him for damage control. So it won't be so hard for you to get rid of the problem. It kind of puts down the difficulty level, because that's probably one of the things about this game. This game is awesome in many ways, but at first it's so hard because your life is your HP, I mean, arbor is very low. It will build up as you play, but at first you can be beaten very easily. That's why I like Spider Bros so much, because by the time you get good at the game and you gain more HP, more experience, you level up and such, the Spider Bro would have helped you survive the easy beatings and the big crowds of bodies. It just makes the game more enjoyable, because when you die, it's just frustrating. Sometimes you have to start a mission all over. If it's a secondary one, you might think like, oh, okay, so like that's I died, so where do I begin? And then you have to begin from a very far away place, and you're like, oh man. Especially if you're so fragile as you are at the beginning, it can be very annoying. But then, because of the Spider Bro, you have a big crowd of people, you just stun them, and then you can have a chance. I mean, at the level I'm now, I sometimes fight with gangs of bodies in the street without using him even once, but because I don't need him anymore. But it's nice to have the option. The other suit power that I really like is the Web Blossom. I think that's like everyone's favorite. That's really good because you might be in a very tough spot and it will give you an upper hand.
Hot stuff coming through.
Every other power up is nice, but they're not that OP. They're kind of like a little bit of extra help, but the Spider Bro and the Web Blossom are probably the most powerful one, probably for crowd control, both of them. But hey, what you gonna do? You gotta use what you can, and sometimes that just means you're bound to. The other one I really liked as well when I got it was the stealth one, the noir Spider-Man one, because it makes you, it puts the color scheme to shades of gray, and that's really cool. You know, one of those things that are cosmetic but have a purpose are really cool. And in that case, yes, it made you more stealthier. In the sense that your enemies could contact more enemies and more bodies to come and support them. So it increases your stealth level, but also it puts the whole screen in shades of gray, which is very aesthetic and very cool. And it goes perfectly with the noir theme of the suit. So overall, that was a very cool suit to get as well. And then the what's the one with the green highlights, so it's very cool. Some people is complaining that this game has a lot of black suits, but I love them. My favorite color is black, so with black suits, every black suit is welcome. If you're new, if you haven't play this game. If you would like to play it, I would like to tell you, please do. This is a great game, very entertaining. I mean, the suits are great. What you have to do to obtain them will keep you busy for a long time. The story, the best part of this game is the story is so good. You'll love it, perhaps as much as I did. And I gotta tell you, is the power-ups, the gadgets, everything has been done with so much care. It might be the most perfect game this year. Again, a lot of people they say, no, God of War is a contender. Of course it is a contender. But this game is just so much freedom. And we haven't had this much freedom in any game in a long time. Even God of War has against it that you can't even jump, which is pretty much the opposite of this game, in which you can jump anywhere and you can climb anywhere and you can go anywhere you want. Here we are. This should be the furthermost point. Well, if I cross here, there we go. Furthermost point across New York, and our time is what? 20 minutes and a half. So just walking, it'll take you 19. That's what it is. 19 minutes, 33 seconds, and 43 hundredths of a second. Well, we can round it up to 20 minutes tops. Well, the thing is that we have another angle to traverse. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come here, we will web swing here, and then we will set the marker all the way up to this place. So we're gonna do the opposite diagonal line, and we will see how big it really is. Or after that we could do this place and then all the way diagonally to this one, which is like almost like a very straight line pretty much, but we can measure the three and come to a what do you call it, average of which one is actually the right measurement. So to go to the other place, because I've been walking so much, I'll just web sling. Not only because it's really cool, but because I miss doing it. Okay, so well, my favorite thing to do this is my favorite thing to do in this game. So it gives you such a boost and it's so exciting. See what I mean? So
All
awesome.
units, we've got a commercial robbery in progress. Incident is ongoing near 2 bridges.
It's amazing because I have never played Ratchet and Clank. The other Insomniac game that I have played apart from Spider-Man has been Resistance, Follow Man, and that was a long time ago when the PlayStation 3 just released. And look at me playing an Insomniac game that I absolutely love. It's amazing.
Attention units, there's an assault in progress. Report came in from Seaport.
There we go. So we'll see. And we are here already. Very well. Good. So we're gonna go to the end of the map. Make sure we're at the edge. Alright. So we are at the other edge of the map. Now I'm gonna change suits here very quickly. Just because it's a different measurement, so might as well. Sounds really cool, but no, I'm gonna go with the one that it was intended to, which is the Insomniac one. There we go, and then let's set the timer. So the timer goes right, because I'm there we go, screen cap. We'll save it, and reset, and go. Oh, forget to set the mark. Oh, well.
Hey, you got some kind of skin condition under that stupid suit or something?
Well, we'll just discount a few seconds for this because I forgot to do it. Sorry, guys. Oh wait, yes. There you go. Oh, I was going straight there anyway. We'll discount 30 seconds because of what I did.
Sorry.
Good. So as I was saying, I'm a very long time fan of Spider-Man. It all started when I was little and I used to watch comics and the comic TV shows, and then when I was a teenager I got the first Spider-Man, the PlayStation 1, and I loved the game. I loved it so much. So when the Sam Raimi movies came out, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe myself. I couldn't believe myself that the Spider-Man was actually getting a proper movie. I mean, I didn't know it was gonna be a trilogy, but I loved it. I loved it. I loved the idea that one of my favorite heroes was getting cinematic adaptation.
Officers needed near Civic Center.
And
I'm a jerk.
so the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man came out, and it was really good.
Spider-Man, gotta run.
And then I thought, hey, you know what?
I got him.
I think they could make more of this. And they actually did. And well, except for the third, it was nice. It's nice to see a favorite superhero in the theater or on your TV screen when you could buy the DVD. Oh, actually, that was the first DVD I ever owned, was Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Then my second one was The Lord of the Rings. Then even though it was old, kind of old by then, a few years after, I ended up buying The Matrix. That was my third DVD that I ever bought, but that was because someone suggested it was gonna be a good one. And then at some point you just stop buying DVDs. And now we live in the age where you just stream from a service like Netflix and you don't even have to download anything. You just have to play from a server and you get everything that you need. So. Now this suit is really cool. Actually today I was thinking what makes this suit so special, and I was comparing it to the classic Spider-Man, the one that you start the game with. And even though they justify the white spider and the white bands and everything in a really cool way, it's obvious that it was just to have a special distinction, like this is our product, this is Insomniac Games telling people this is their own version of the classic Spider-Man suit, and that's nice. That's really awesome. But it's nice that they made the reason why this is a different looking suit practical as well. I won't tell you why, because I'll fall into spoilers. But when you play it, if you do play it, I hope that you enjoy the information you get as much as I did, because it makes this world even more real than it actually is. Good stuff. Okay, yes. Little short of 4 kilometers.
Over here. Keep fighting the good fight, man.
Hey!
Spider-Man, shoot a weapon, go.
It's so hard to do this on foot when you have done it web slinging, and you know the difference in speed and excitement.
I got him.
I think I don't want to do any other form of transportation in more than just